Elliott, 3 TQs at the 2016 IFMAR Worlds, pretty good. Qualified second overall. You must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get the TQ because my lowest score was a bit lower than Jared's. But all in all, we came good at the end, which is good. Confident going into the finals. Mick and all the team and that, and from Red's guys, we all worked together and managed to get the car set up. All the engine working great. So yeah. After a couple of bad runs, we changed a few things around and it worked out well.
Your driving style out there in Q6 was pretty awesome to watch and video. Like we especially enjoyed it a lot when you were like throwing the car around, taking lots of different lines to a lot of other people. You looked to have like another kind of, I don't know, gear of speed or something compared to everyone else there.
Well, I mean, during the lunch break we had a bit of free time, and I think a lot of people did as well. The track was packed and I went out and looked at the track and stuff. And from the previous qualifiers, the track chopped out. I decided to change my lines a bit, and yeah, it worked out really well. And I knew where to go because the bumps were still in the same place, but just grew now, so you have to change them up a bit. And yeah, it worked out well.
Is it a case now you've got pretty much a day off, and we're back on Saturday for the high finals? Is it a case of almost the race starts again and qualifying is done, and you'll be looking at the semi-finals only?
Yeah, definitely. Our car's set up for the finals now, so we've got the pace and the everything ready for the finals. You know, we've got the long distance game. Yeah, we'll have to just see what happens. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the track. There's words they're going to maybe repair it, they're not going to touch it, so we'll see. It's going to be really bad by the final if nothing gets done, but we'll have to just see what happens. It's going to be some big bumps, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, good job. Have a lovely day off. It must be wonderful ending on a high.
Yeah, definitely. Perfect way to go out. Not all the way through, but we ended on a high, so we're really happy.
David, third place qualifier at the Worlds. It's a case of job well done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Like the last 3 runs, I was in top 2 in all 3 of them, so my car is working really good at the moment, and I feel super confident with 3 good rounds in the bag going into Saturday's mains.
Obviously, we spoke to Elliott and Jared before, and is it a case of kind of a new race almost, because the track's going to change so much until you guys get to run on it again on Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, of course, it's going to be a different feeling out there. The track is going to be changing a lot, as you said, but we still have the semi-practice to kind of get used to what the track is like on Saturday. And yeah, I think I mean, everybody looks to have a good setup on their car in the top right now, so I don't think the setup has to be a lot different from what it is. Maybe it's just about tire choice, because I guess semis is going to be run in daylight and then finals is going to be under the lights. So it's more of that. I don't think any of us in the top will be having to change our setup on the car a lot. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to how the track is like on semi-practice, and I think it should be good.
Maybe driving lines as well?
Yeah, I mean, driving lines now you can see like towards the end of qualifying, like the fine lines, smooth lines out there, they're also starting to be pretty bumpy now. So because everybody's obviously choosing a smoother line before a bumpy line. So yeah, where it was no bumps before, there's getting more and more bumpy right now. So yeah, the track is gonna change, but you also saw a few bumps out there getting more smooth than it was before. Like before, they would catch your car pretty bad, but now they're getting smoother and smoother. So yeah, we'll have to see on Saturday. But yeah, after qualifying, I'm super confident going into the semis. So yeah, I'm really looking forward, and I'm super excited.
One final question: do you think the track, the nature of the track, separates the men from the boys?
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, right now you really have to work hard out there, and you can really see the guys with good experience and also used to running in those kind of conditions with the pressure on you and everything like this at the Worlds. So yeah, I've been up there a couple of times. I have my 2 Euro wins in the bag. So yeah, I'm very confident where I'm at, and yeah, just super excited going into Saturday.
Cody, top 10 finish after qualifying here at the Worlds. How would you rate that?
It's good, and I think it's good that I've gotten better each round. You know, I'm getting better as the race goes on as normal, so that's good. So yeah, just going to try some stuff in the semi-practice on Saturday and just go from there.
Thoughts on the track? Is it a bit like a battlefield out there, or how is it for you?
It's fun. I mean, I think it's honestly really flowing. You know, I think they did a good job with knowing that the bumps are going to form. You know, like making the track super difficult with no bumps. You know, making it's going to be super difficult with bumps. So I think they did a good job with keeping it pretty mellow. You know, it's not too crazy, but the bumps are definitely adding a little bit of a characteristic to it. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see heads-up racing on it. You know, we haven't seen any heads-up racing. It's all been IFMAR on the clock. So I don't know. The starts are going to be interesting with the whole start going right into a 180. So I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, I think.
Payne, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Jess and I are happy to announce our engagement. So lots of congratulations from people. So we feel pretty happy about that. So
cool, and it's a fantastic place to do it.
Oh, it is a bit of a classic call. You know, I had a certain plan organised out at the Grand Canyon, and then I had a couple of beers and just changed it right up, and you know, did it in front of the light show down at the what's that?
Bellagio.
The Bellagio. There was a soppy Titanic song on and everything, so it's pretty funny.
There we go. Anyway, back to RC, back to why we're really here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Question. Sorry.
Vegas, yeah.
Vegas. Thoughts on the track at the current time or event so far?
Oh, it's definitely an interesting track. I mean, everyone who's watching back home obviously can see how it's evolved from the start. You know, the lack of lap time and the extended lap times, and you know the way that the track's developing its character, is what people are calling it. It's just blown out. Unfortunately, it's so blown out you can't actually race with anyone. So it's just follow the explosion. So you just follow. If there's someone in front of you, you can't pass them. You just got to wait for them to crash. And someone who's behind you, he's doing the same thing. So whether we're going to, I mean, it'll be interesting for people to watch a final on it, I'm sure. But maybe the 10 of the top guys can really make it enjoyable for themselves. But for us mere mortals, it's not as enjoyable as what a different tracks that I'm used to are. So yeah, I mean, Perth's totally different.
But as an event itself, I think the infrastructure and I mean, speaking not only about the track, but the whole facility, it's pretty fantastic.
Oh, look, it's a business, isn't it? So it's not run by a club. So, you know, he's here to make money, and he's done that leading up to this event. So he's able to build a facility like this, you know, and put back in what probably he's getting out of the races and things like that. And he's built a great facility.
Joe Bornhorst, how would you rate your qualifying so far?
Extremely mediocre.
How come?
I was kind of stuck at the 16 to 17-ish all week. I mean, my points, I think, are going to be 16, 16, 17, 17. Consistent, but not where I want to be. So I think I missed the semi. I got to wait for them to actually post it and stuff. But from what I have figured out, I should be about 18th, I think. So, I mean, I'm not pumped on it, but it is what it is. So get my car ready and try to go after it in the quarters.
Otherwise, apart from those frustrations, are you enjoying your first World Championship?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in RC car racing, for sure. I mean, just for instance, in the last round, there was 8 guys within a second and a half right in front of me. So it's the closest racing I've ever had. It's probably one of the toughest tracks I've ever driven on. And, I mean, everyone's here, obviously. So one little mistake is 5, 6, 7 spots. So, it's tough, but it's fun. It's what we all do it for, is to try to come to especially this race, and do the best we can and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's a good week. It's just kind of a learning experience because it is my first one, but I didn't want to use that as an excuse. You know, I wanted to act like I had done this before and, just make it straight in, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. So
We'll see.
Well, it'll be all right. So,
Darren, a slightly frustrating qualifying at the World so far, but you're hoping you can turn around once the finals come around.
Yeah, I feel like I've been really unlucky this week. Obviously, we had a bad start. I'm sure I've said it on camera many a times, with just a fuel gun error in the first one, good one in the second one, third one was okay, fourth one was good, but the car, to be fair, was a little bit off. I think I chose the wrong tyre. The one this morning the car wasn't great, but I don't think I made the best of it either. I was 33rd going into round 6, so first of that block of finals, and I broke the car in the warm-up. It was kind of my mistake. I just followed Naoto into the rhythm section as we both came over the first roller. He caught the bump on the second one, and we came together in the air, and it broke my steering. I probably could have, I guess in hindsight now, I wouldn't have followed in, but as we followed in kind of side by side, I didn't think it was going to be an issue. And once you're in the middle of a jump section, it's kind of hard to back out. So yeah, broke the steering and failed to start again. I'm not giving up. Hopefully I stay in the finals that I was in before going into this round. I was first in that block, so hopefully, like I said, I don't mind going down, but because I think the start grids, but I don't want to do another set of finals. I think I have pace for the semis, and then I think anything can happen in the semis. So I'm going to go out there with a cool head. I changed the car for that one and didn't get to see how it was, so hopefully it's going to be good. I think I'm going to be good at moving around the bumps. Yeah, I'm not giving up.